So this is Math 2, Lesson 3, 2, 4. So at the end of the 3, 2, 4 video, I did these 6 problems exceedingly quickly and did not explain myself. So I'm going to go through them much slower and explain what's happening. So I'm looking for an angle. And so we're going to call all our unknown angles theta. That's the variable we like to use. It is the Greek letter. That's how I spell it. And that's what it looks like. And this is just the acceptable variable for angles that we've just used for years and years and years. Like long before me, they were using this, so I don't know why. But either way, we're going to take the tangent of theta. And in this case, because I don't know, but there it is equal to 48 divided by 12. And if possible, I'll simplify my ratio, which this one is, tangent of theta. 12 goes into 48 4 times. Now, I'm trying to find theta, and so I need to undo something. So in this case, I'm going to need to undo tangent. And as we started the lesson with, tangent inverse undoes tangent. So I'm going to end up taking the tangent inverse of 4. We'll come back to that in just a minute. Moving on to this problem, I'm going to set up the same thing. Question mark will become theta. So opposite over adjacent. So tangent theta, that's too small. Tangent theta equals 17 divided by 24. Okay, so theta, 17 over 24, doesn't simplify, is equal to tangent inverse of 17 over 24. Okay, so I want to go ahead and see what happens if you set up C. Take a minute and do that. Okay. All right. So I will get tangent of theta, again, is 51 over 41 because opposite, adjacent. Okay. So I always kind of look at that. The important part is that trick is where do I set it up? And so then I'll have theta is equal to tangent inverse of 51 over 41. Okay, so we need a calculator now. So we can get this far without a calculator. This officially is a number. What number, I don't know, but it is a number. And so now I'm going to use my calculator. And so I went ahead and I really don't like using this calculator for these kinds of operations. Because the way this calculator works, like if I want to do 8 times 5, no problem. But if I try to do anything more complicated than your basic stuff, and I'm switching to my other calculator, and I try to do all those things, and I get, okay, I find where it is, I got 10, then it takes it of what was there. So that makes it much harder to use. And so I'm not going to do that, okay? So I found another calculator. So we've got this one, which is just graphing calculator. That's my script calculator. And I would use that, but it has its limits. Then we have Desmos, the scientific graphing calculator, and this is the new one. This is also Desmos. It's the scientific calculator. Okay. And so it's a lot of white on the screen, but I can go ahead and use this to type in tangent. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of go like this. So I'm going to go ahead and find where everything is. So I'm going to push this button that says function. And there's tangent inverse. And I'm going to go back to where it says main. And then I'm going to type in 4 because that's my number. And there's my answer. I don't have to push anything. That's just the answer. So I got theta is approximately equal to 75.9637, so 4. Okay. Then what's cool is I can continue with that. Click function. Wait, actually, click return. Main return here, and then this should go, it wasn't clicking. Go on the next line. So then I'm going back and go function, tangent inverse, 17 over 24. So main, 17 divided by 24. The thing you'll notice is there's a over b right here. So if you wanted to do a fraction, you can do that. And notice it's in degree mode. If I click on that, now it's in radian mode. My answers change drastically. Make sure you're in degree mode. And so theta equals 35.311. Okay, what I like about this as compared to the other one is this lets me see all the answers. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm going to have tangent inverse, so function, tangent inverse, main, push the fraction button this time, 51 over 41. Okay, so I've got theta equals 51.203. Okay, and let's continue. So when I look at the ones at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and take this off the screen so I don't have to have the light. When I look at the ones at the bottom, like these are all oriented in very much the same way. These ones are not. But we still want to do opposite and adjacent. So I'm going to have the tangent of theta equals opposite 63 over 41. Okay. And then this one, go ahead and take a minute, pause, and if you would like, and set it up. So that way you can be the one setting it up instead of me. Tangent of theta equals opposite 34 over adjacent 38. And remember, we're talking about sides every time we say the words opposite and adjacent. Okay, opposite and adjacent of the angle. And then last, this one, tangent theta equals 13 over 41. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and take a minute and decide what you have to type in your calculator to find out what theta is. So look at what we did before and see if you can come up with that. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'll have answers on here for you in like 2 seconds. So if you don't pause, you're going to get the answers. Okay, so you see how quick they show up because I'm pausing at the same time. So I've got theta, and this one equals 56.944, and this one 41.820, and this one 17.592. And so on all of these, again, I'm still just use my calculator. And what I like about this one is it keeps my recording, which the script calculator doesn't. So we got 63 over 41, and the answer, 34 over 38, and the answer, 13 over 40, and the answer. So I can tell that I'm right. I've got my work and my answers. Please do not write this on your paper without writing this line down that I skipped on the second set of problems. And that's it. That's all there is to it. I hope you have a great time, and we'll see you soon.